Hello and welcome to this special edition of Senior Moments. I'm Irina Grasso. This edition is special for two reasons. One, it's our first show at the new North Andover Community Access and Media Studio. Secondly, it's our first interview show with a special guest, Joe Sergi. Joe is here to tell us about a special event, the world-famous Glenn Miller Orchestra concert at North Andover High School on May 11th at 2 p.m. So let's start with, why are we having this benefit concert?
Well, for many years, as you probably know, we had a road race in town, the 4th of July road race, and the proceeds from that predominantly went to the senior center, as well as some other organizations in town. But over the last couple of years, they haven't done the road race, and we were trying to think of some ways to raise money for the senior center to support the programs at the senior center and some of the special programs that they do. And it was kind of highlighted recently with the problems that we've had in town with the explosions and fires and everything, that there's quite a few needy seniors in town that need a little extra help with food assistance and transportation assistance and heating assistance. So, you know, this program will help support some of those causes. So, we think it's going to be a worthwhile benefit and a worthwhile program.
How did this concert come about?
Well, that's a good question. Several years ago, my wife and I were invited to go with some friends of ours to a concert in Burlington, Mass., and it was the Glenn Miller Orchestra. And I knew the Glenn Miller Orchestra because there was a movie about them several years ago, and my dad loved music, and he used to play that kind of music all the time. So I like that. I like that music. I like all music, but I enjoyed that big band sound. It's kind of a fun thing, and we were talking at one of our board meetings about ways that we could help, the senior center, raise some monies for the senior center. And I remembered that concert that I went to, and I said, boy, that could be a really good idea. It'd be fun, it would be different, something new and different for the town, for sure. We've never done anything like that, as far as I know. And I discussed it with the vice chair, Joyce Bold, and the board in general, and we said, we're going to go for it. And I've never done anything like this, but I contacted the Glenn Miller Orchestra booking agent, and took us a little while to settle in on some dates. They travel a lot. They do over 300 concerts a year all over the world. So pinning them down to a particular date was a little bit of an effort, but we settled in on May 11th, the day before Mother's Day. We thought it'd be a great Mother's Day gift. And we signed them up, and they're coming to town.
That's wonderful. What are some of the fundraiser details?
Well, since I don't think any of us have ever done anything like this before, we were really embarking on something that was new and different for us. But we were very pleasantly surprised. We approached a bank in town, and they were on board almost immediately. They were great, and I got to give them a lot of credit. And so that kind of energized us to say, well, geez, maybe we can really do this. I think we can. So we started to approach other banks in the area, and sure enough, one after another, they all at different levels. Not everybody gave the same amount, but they were willing to help us. And then we started approaching some of the smaller businesses in town, and they were great as well. So we've had fantastic support from the community. It was a very pleasant surprise, because we thought we were going to have a really difficult time doing it, and we didn't. We have a couple of anonymous donors that were very generous in what they've done and how they've helped us, and so it's coming along quite nicely. So now it's a matter of advertising, and that's why we're here right now, trying to get the word out as to when is the concert, what's it going to be like, how can you get tickets, so we're here. We're at this moment. It's only about a month and a half away, and it's shaping up to be a really big event. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and everybody that's been working with us and helping us has been terrific. The board members have been great, particularly Joyce Bold, vice chair. She's been fantastic, and she's been a big help. The staff at the senior center have fully supported us in what we're doing, and have given us great support and advice and counsel on how to do something like this. And we're learning a lot. And quite frankly, I'll give you a little tip. We're going to do something like this again. Maybe not right away, but we're planning on doing more of these, because if this is as successful as we think it's going to be, then I think we'll try it again.
That'll be wonderful. What will the proceeds of the concert provide for the senior center?
Well, as I said earlier, especially with the problems recently in the Merrimack Valley, it really highlighted some of the needs in town. Now, there's the basic programs at the senior center, that the staff provides, and those are great. They're great programs. Volunteer programs like the Friendly Visitor programs that goes to visit homebound seniors. Fantastic program. The Meals on Wheels program, the Congregate Lunch program is great, providing seniors a decent meal. But there's these other programs that a lot of people don't know about. One program is called the Brown Bag Program, where they get donations of food from various sources, and they actually deliver bags of food to some of the more needy seniors in town. And you would think in a town like North Andover that's unusual, but it's not as unusual as you would think. And these folks, they need help, and so we would like to help provide funds to do that. So some of the proceeds from this concert will go to things like food assistance. They have other programs at the senior center where they make meals right at the senior center, and not brought in from outside and delivered, but they have programs where they cook the meal by volunteers at the center. So it'll support that. They have programs where we provide for people who have problems in the wintertime paying for their heating. So we can provide help for heating assistance, giving them some money. We have programs where we can give them gift cards to places like Market Basket, where they can go buy some food that maybe they couldn't afford to do it on their own. We can provide them with help going to CVS to buy toiletries and whatever they need. So, we're really very proud of the fact that that this concert is going to support those kinds of programs in town. We think it's important, and we as the board really want to do more like that to help out our seniors in town. That's what we're about, and that's what we should be doing.
That's great. How can people get involved with or volunteer on the board?
Well, right at the moment, we actually have a couple of openings on the board, and you can volunteer. You can go to the town website. There's a listing of all the boards that have openings, and you can fill out a form and submit it, and the selectmen will contact you and we'll chat with you and to see your level of interest and to make sure it matches up, with what, each individual board. It's not just the senior center, all the boards, health board. So if people are interested in volunteering in the town, that's one way they can do it. That's the primary way to do it. And it's, and volunteerism, is a wonderful thing. Makes you feel pretty good when you're helping out in the town. So I highly recommend all of you who are considering it, please do it. It's important.
Thank you, Joe, for being here today. Tickets are available at the link on your screen.